Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday morning. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure your post notifications are turned on, make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday, and peace and blessings to everybody, man. I definitely appreciate y'all. Second straight video of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I was watching highlights of the 2002 first round playoffs in the NBA at the time, right before the 2003 season, when they changed the first round to a best of seven. The very last season in the 2002 playoffs, that the first round was a best of five. So I was watching highlights between, the primary matchup at the forward spot between Dirk Nowitzki, who could be a 3/4, against Kevin Garnett and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So it was the Mavs against the Timberwolves. Great series that was too short. It was very one-sided, though. I thought game one was probably the most competitive of the three games. But the reason I'm talking about it is because of the matchup between Dirk and KG. And I watched that series. Well, I watched the highlights, and Chauncey Billups was talking about what Dirk did, because he thought, because when he came to the Timberwolves, and he said because he had Kevin Garnett, that they thought that they were going to, he thought KG was going to own Dirk in the matchup and the Wolves were going to win and get out of the first round. And at this point, Kevin Garnett had not gotten out of the first round in his career yet, since he's been in the postseason. From 97 to 2000, he hasn't gone past the first round, in his first his first four playoff appearances. So I looked at the highlights and I watched the series, but I had to watch it again, and it reminded me. I was like, damn. I said, I totally forgot how Dirk dominated the Timberwolves. I totally forgot how Dirk scored 30 in every single game. And let me break it down for you, ladies and gentlemen. Game one, scored 30 points. Game two, and I remember the game because I saw game one, very competitive game. The Mavericks won 102-94, I remember. And this is when Nick Van Exel was acquired from the Denver Nuggets, and they got Raef LaFrentz too in the deal, to help bolster the Mavericks, to give them a little more depth. This is when Nick was scoring all those crazy points off the bench, because Nick is a scorer. But my point is, Nick the Quick. But getting back to what I was saying, Dirk was dominating the Timberwolves. And I said 30 points in game one. He came back and scored 31 in game two. And ladies and gentlemen, in the closeout game, he scored 39 points in Minnesota. And KG got swept in the first round. This was KG's fifth consecutive first-round playoff loss of his career to start his career, because this KG had, 7 years in the league, and 5 of those 7 years he didn't make it out the first round, and he missed the playoffs his first 2 years, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but if I am, one of you guys can correct me in the comment section. But Dirk was so dominant. I had to look at the numbers, and I said, I cannot believe how crazy Dirk went. And it just goes to show you, if you look at Dirk's numbers from 2001 to 2006, Dirk was a playoff baller. The only reason that Dirk gets a bad reputation more so is what happened in the 2006 finals. And then from 2006 finals all the way up to 2010, he was labeled as a playoff choker. But if you look at Dirk's numbers from the beginning of his career when he made the postseason, from 2001 to 2006, he's got some pretty incredible numbers. Check these numbers out in this first round series in the 3-game sweep in the best of 5. He averaged 33.3 points per game, 15.7 rebounds per game, 33 and nearly 16 against the Timberwolves. And I bet you KG's numbers are probably not all that if I was to look at his numbers. I could be wrong, but I'm going to have to look. But Dirk dominated that matchup and KG was not really guarding him a lot when I looked at some of the highlights from all 3 games. I'm going to have to look back and watch all the games again, but anyway, 33 and 15. Listen to these numbers in percentages. Before I get to the percentages, he had 1.3 blocks per game, so he was blocking shots. Another thing that I noticed about Dirk, people were saying how he developed the strip and was able to use his quick hands to strip opponents when they would go up with their shots, or if they were dribbling the basketball, if they were at a standstill. They say he developed that late in his career. I was looking about every 3 or 4 plays in those highlights during the series. Dirk was showing you he had very good timing in using his quick hands to strip the Minnesota opponents. So it showed you, he was showing you quick hands from that time. So people were saying that he played handball. He also played tennis. But also he learned it from Karl Malone, because Karl Malone did that a lot too. Karl Malone loved to strip the opponent using his hands. He loved to do that when they would try to go up in the paint. Anyway, so 33 and 15, 1.3 blocks. And are you ready to listen to the numbers? 53% from the field. A ridiculous, incredible 73% from the three-point line. He only took 11 threes, but he made 8 of them, ladies and gentlemen, in 3 games. So if you average his threes per game, Dirk is averaging almost 4 attempts a game. And he's making, what, over 2 a game on average? 2.3 in almost just a little over 3 attempts. That's incredible. And then, ladies and gentlemen, from the free throw line, he shot 89%. So you mean to tell me Dirk almost averaged a 90, 70, and 50? That's remarkable and nearly unheard of. 53, 73, and 89 splits. You got to be kidding me. A nearly 90, 70, 50 in a three-game sweep, in a best of 5. That's incredible. Incredible. Those are some crazy numbers, bro. 53, 73, and 89 splits. A nearly 90, 70, 50? Wow. And I take it it's the first round, but still, that's incredible. Nobody even tells you, man, Dirk was mixing his post-up. Dirk was shooting more from the perimeter, but he was mixing his post-ups with his perimeter game. He had the nice triple threat offense even from early. And then what's crazy about Dirk was he had such a quick first step getting by guys. It's crazy. Dirk was more athletic in his younger years. And Dirk put up these numbers, and he was only 23 years old. He was only 23. Only 23 years old, giving you 53% from the field, 73 from the three-point line, and 89 from the line. Oh, by the way, Dirk attempted 36 free throws in the series. That's an average of 12 free throw attempts per game in that 3-game set. And I'm actually going to do another video breaking down Dirk Nowitzki's free throw attempts in the early years in his postseason, from like 2002 to 2001 to 2006. It goes to show you Dirk was getting to the line a lot. He got to the line 12 times per game in that 3-game sweep. He was 32 for 36 from the free throw line. Wow. That is incredible. And I knew Dirk was great in that series, but I didn't realize he put up those kind of numbers when I had to look back. That's incredible. So these KG fanboys, so KG is a great player. He is a great defender, but the fact that Dirk was putting up those numbers, that's crazy, man. That is unbelievable. But you know what they're going to say. And it's funny because Bob Costas said at the end of that video, KG detractors will say, well, the ones who don't defend KG, the one his critics are going to say, KG doesn't elevate his teammates, because at that point, that was KG's 5th straight playoff series in which he got knocked out of the first round. Wait, actually, no, hold on. Let me correct that. 97, 98, 99, 2000. Actually, this was his 6th straight season that KG got knocked out of the first round. And what were they going to, and they were saying he doesn't elevate his teammates to be able to win a first round series. While they'll say, well, his detractors and his defenders will say, damn, well, KG didn't have the supporting cast that Dirk had. He had Rafe LaFrentz, he had Nick Van Ness off the bench, he had Steve Nash, and he had Michael Finley. How's KG supposed to compete with that? Yet they forget that Wally Szczerbiak was an all-star he played alongside with. And is Chauncey Billups some scrubs? Chauncey Billups played well off the bench. So he has some adequate help. Maybe it's not the best help compared to the Mavericks, because the Mavericks were the better team, but come on. Dirk owned that series, man. That's just crazy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know the KG fanboys are not going to like this one, but I had to put this video out. But that's just crazy. I didn't even know that. had to look back. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there's your boy Lewis on another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Once again, happy Thursday.